What does exercise do to your brain to make you happy? Well, you may or may not know that the body and the mind are linked. When you move your body, you feel good, you feel happier. You may have heard of endorphins. Every time we exercise, every time we move our body, it makes us feel good, it makes us feel happier. So, that's how exercise affects the brain to make you happier. When you look at people who regularly exercise, generally they are happier people. Not always, it's not the same for everyone, but generally in the majority of cases, by exercising, it will make you happier. Even if you're a fairly not so happy person, maybe you're not very positive, maybe you're going through some depression, whatever, maybe you're not generally not happy in life. Even if that's the case, exercise will still make you happier. It's impossible that it doesn't. We can do a little experiment here. When I'm doing talks, when I'm doing presentations, one of the little exercises I like to do is I like to get people to stand up from their chairs. I then get them to sit back down into their chairs. You can try this as well if you're listening to this, if you're watching the video or you're listening on the podcast, then let's do it right now. Let's stand up. Let's sit back down. Let's stand up. Let's sit back down into your chair. Even just doing it for 30 seconds. Whenever I do presentations, every time I get people to do that, I look around the room. What do I see? I see smiles on everyone's faces. Even in 30 seconds of exercise, 30 seconds of movement can improve your mental health, can improve your mood, can make you happier. So when people say they haven't got time for exercise, really time is not an excuse. You've got 30 seconds, you've got 60 seconds. If you're stuck at a desk all day, just get up for a minute. Get up and move around, every hour, just for 1 minute. You'll see massive benefits to your happiness, to your mental health. Mental health, I know it's a word that gets thrown around a lot nowadays, but it's really important that we understand, what's going on. Why is the word mental health being talked about so much? It's because more and more people are becoming inactive. More and more people are working longer hours. More and more people are sat down longer each day. More and more people are fueling their body with processed foods. So this is why we're talking about mental health, because our inputs shape our outputs at the end of the day. If you're putting crap in, you're going to get crap out. So it's not just food, of course. It's not just exercise. We have to look at health, happiness, our fitness as a holistic thing. It's not just simply about exercising. We need to make sure we are regularly moving. We weren't designed to sit down all day at a desk. We were designed to move. We are human beings. We've been given 2 legs, 2 arms to move around. It's not just about movement, no. It's about fueling our body with good, wholesome foods. It's about staying hydrated with good water, good, clean, fresh water. Not about putting sodas, alcohol into our body. If we do that, our inputs shape our outputs. As I said, you're putting crap in, you're going to get crap out. And we weren't designed to be sat at a desk for 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours a day. If you want to produce some of your best work, then sitting down all day is not going to get it done. You need to be able to move, because when we move, it doesn't just benefit our muscles, it doesn't just benefit our body, it benefits our brain. It allows us to become happier. When we're happier, we can become more productive, we can become more efficient, we can get more done. And it's like a domino effect. It makes you more happier. If you're more productive, you're getting more done, your business is thriving, your career is thriving, your family life is thriving, you're going to be happier. And health, fitness really is the foundation of of that. So when you say you don't have time, you can make 30 seconds, you can make a minute, you can make 5 minutes just to get your body up. Go for a walk. You don't necessarily have to go to the gym. Just move more. Even if you're feeling sad right now, you're feeling depressed. It's a bit of a vicious circle because you're not in the right frame of mind. You don't want to exercise, because to exercise requires maybe a little bit more pain, a little bit more stress. Because, exercise can mean pain as well. Doing a workout that's going to get you maybe slightly out of breath, maybe your muscles are going to burn, you're going to have to go through a little bit more pain. But when we come through that pain, on the other side of pain is strength, is happiness. You've got to trust the process. When you are sad, when you're feeling down, when you're feeling demotivated, you don't necessarily want to exercise, even though you know you will feel better afterwards. This is why people procrastinate. This is why people let their moods, their emotions dictate their actions. But you've got to trust the process. You've got to do what you know is the right thing to do, regardless of how you feel. What does how you feel have to do with your health, your fitness? You get it done anyway, regardless of how you feel. Because I can guarantee this, you're going to feel a hell of a lot better after. So I hope that's useful, guys. Of course, if you're watching the YouTube channel, please do subscribe. Please share this video if there's anyone you know who could benefit from hearing the words that I've just said. If you know anyone who's going through a stressful, challenging part of their life right now, please do send this to them. If you know someone who's struggling right now, again, send this to them, because they say exercise is the best medicine. There's so many drugs out there. There's so many things you could do to make you feel better. So many drugs. People turn to drugs, alcohol, poor quality foods, which might temporarily make you feel better. But there is no better medicine than exercise that will make you feel better long term. So thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. If you're listening on the podcast, please do subscribe, and I'll see you on the next episode.